Hey everybody, it's your girl Storytimewithmissty on deck.
And it's your girl Psychics Anonymous, still anonymous.
And together we are
your favorite besties.
Hi guys, we're here with you. You're here with us. Anonymous, you're looking real good today.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
It's
So
a
are
blessing
you.
when you take care of yourself, praise
Girl,
God.
stop it.
That's always a blessing, you guys. It is smoking hot. Oh my God.
It's too hot.
Fall, would you start dancing around like you know how and
For
cool
real.
the weather down and stop playing?
And stop acting like it's still a hot girl summer.
Okay,
Like, for real.
That's done. Been done. Now, Anonymous, what are we talking about today?
wholehotmess.com.
It's always that.
I don't know. I'm just going to get into it. Patient lists their mistress as emergency contact and gets exposed.
What? People just, you know what? People be so crazy. You list your mistress as what?
But see, this is stupid. It really is, because you're trying to prove a point to your mistress, but you know you a whole married man though. Like seriously though? Come on. You don't think that they gonna cross paths at some point in time if you said Mrs. Carmichael one day and this Mrs. Webster the next? Come on. You don't put it on paperwork. That was just not a good idea. But hey, to each their own.
That's very true. Go ahead and get into it because I already got comments.
Okay. So, we're not trying to promote infidelity or try to make anyone better at cheating at their spouse. But who in their right mind leaves a paper trail? I agree with that statement. But anyways, it seems like if you wanted to get away with this sort of thing, you try to leave official evidence of your extramarital affairs. You tried not to leave that. Right, yeah. For a cheater brought to justice, here's someone who left their cheating ex on top of a mountain. I called my patient's mistress, but I was just doing what I was told. This happened back in 2009. I was working part-time at a doctor's office while I was in nursing school. I was one of the receptionists and did all of the filing and cataloging and such. It was boring work, but the doctor, my boss, guaranteed me a job after nursing school, so that's why I did it. This particular doctor was an orthopedic surgeon. We had lots of patients coming in for MRIs, CT scans, and x-rays. This one particular patient, Frank, was scheduled to have surgery in a couple of days, and he needed to come and pick up his MRIs and x-rays from our office and bring them with him to his procedure. Yes, looking back at how ass backwards things used to be, it is so frustrating. All these things are 100% electronic now, and even back then they were too. But my boss was old school. So anyways, I called Frank to tell him to come pick up his images, but he didn't answer. I called him again during lunch, but still no answer. So I left a message. The following day I called him again, but still no answer. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me see this thing. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay, and we're back. So it says it was so imperative that Frank got his images or else he wouldn't be able to have his surgery. So I looked in his file to see if he had any other contact information. He listed his home phone number as well as his wife's cell. I called his house and left a message, and I also called his wife, Amy, but she didn't answer either. So I left her a message as well. Ooh. Anyways, the office manager, Diane, told me to just call whoever was listed in his emergency contact. Good God. This was after she had already got the wife and left a message. Okay. So, the office manager, Diane, told me to just call whoever was listed in his emergency contact, because if Frank didn't get his images and missed the surgery, then she would have to do a whole new stack of paperwork to reschedule him, and she didn't want to be bothered. I looked to see if there was an emergency contact, and Frank listed a woman named Helen, relation to a patient, girlfriend. That was wait. Let's just stop right there,
just really
because that was stupid of him. If you're gonna list your wife, why would you also list your girlfriend?
That was so reckless.
Oh my God!
It's like, for real.
Who does that?
It was somebody who's reckless. You're reckless to do something like. What are you trying to prove here? What is besides that you're an idiot?
Right. I mean, I say, go for it, go wild. If you're in an open polyamorous type of relationship,
right. Depends on what you're,
or a polygamous type of thing going on, then go ahead and do it. There's no tea, no. Go ahead, handle your business. But if you know damn well you're a married man and you're cheating on your wife and you got a girlfriend,
if you know your wife don't know your girlfriend, dude,
why would you list them both as as contacts? You see,
why did you put either of them through that?
That's stupid.
That's a very selfish thing to do.
In this case, why not just list your mother and your sister? You see what I'm saying? or some other dynamic like that.
Very
Anyways,
selfish.
let's go on. I told Diane I didn't want to call Helen when I had already left a message for Amy, as it would put me in an awkward position. Diane said that as long as the patient listed them as an emergency contact, I could call them. Diane's right.
Being messy, though?
No, but she was right. That's his fault. He listed her as girlfriend.
I get
For all Diane knows, he's in an open polygamous relationship. Like, let's keep it real. She don't know. So, anyways, Diane said that as long as the patient listed them as an emergency contact, I could call them. She also said that it's not uncommon for couples to be separated, but that's very true, but still legally married for insurance reasons, and that this could possibly be the case for Frank and Amy, which I guess made sense. I really wanted to believe that no one would be stupid enough to put their secret lover as their emergency contact. I didn't want to get fired for being insubordinate, so I called Helen and she actually answered her phone. I was secretly hoping she wouldn't, and told her Frank's images need to be picked up prior to his surgery. She came by during lunch, got the images, and then left. I immediately called Frank again to let him know that Helen picked up his images and not to worry about it. But this fool wasn't answering his phone, so I left him another message. Ooh, what if the wife had the pen? Ooh, let's continue on. A couple hours later, Amy called back and said she wasn't able to answer before because she was teaching, but she got our message and she was coming to pick up Frank's images. Now that school was done for the day, I told her that the images had already been picked up. I tried to be as vague as possible. Amy said, "Who picked them up?" I know Frank is still busy at his office and hasn't had the chance to come in and get him. Me, again, trying really hard to be vague. We called someone from his emergency contact list. Amy, was it his brother Steve?
Oh,
this is all his fault. But anyways, this is a mess.
This is totally his fault.
Dude,
you did this.
Yeah, he
did it all. So.
And she's feeling bad, trying to cover just because she don't want no smoke. So she said, "Me, at this point, I'm really nervous." No, it's not his brother. Amy said, "Well, then who?" Me, she said, I said, "Helen." Amy said, "Who is Helen?" I don't know anyone named Helen. Me.
And I would say, I don't know.
No, I would say it's his emergency contact.
I thought it says emergency contact, Helen. That's it. I wouldn't
so
say
she said,
else.
"Me, I'm not sure, but since she was on Frank's emergency contact list and no one else was answering the phone, we called her and she already came and got the images." Confused, Amy hung up. You know what's going down. The following day was Frank's surgery. The day after Frank's surgery, my boss jokingly asked me, "What the hell did you do to that guy?" He came in all pissed at me, saying that my secretary told his wife about his...
You know what? He had a lot of nerve.
That is crazy.
He had a lot of nerve.
Oh my God. I told my boss what happened and that Diane told me to call the girlfriend, and he understood. Diane tried to throw me under the bus by saying I didn't tell her that Helen was Frank's girlfriend and that I had told Helen was just a friend. How the hell would she know Helen? But Diane, stop lying. Now I think you're right. I think Diane was being messy. Okay, I think she's lying now. It just seemed like she was just being messy. Okay, but anyway, so let me see.
I told you from the gate I thought she was just being messy.
Okay, so Diane saw, she said that the receptionist told her that Helen was just a friend and that she never would have given me the green light to call the patient's mistress, but I reminded her in front of my boss that she had said it was possible for Frank and Amy to be married but separated. Good girl, I would have done the same. Don't you let her get away with it.
Like that.
So it says, this B was trying to cover her A because she probably thought it was some kind of HIPAA violation, but nothing ever happened. I was 18 years old at the time and just did whatever my supervisors told me because I was really thirsty for job security after college, but I ended up not working there and went to work at a hospital instead. It's good that you did, because she was unethical doing stuff like that. And if she showed you right then and there who she was, like Sis Maya Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. She would have threw you under the bus again, knowing doggone well that was her professional opinion advice that she gave. Storytime, what you thinking about this?
This is crazy. You know what, the thing I think initially is it's very unfortunate that they even put this the 18-year-old, I forget her position, the receptionist. Mm-hmm. It's very unfortunate that they put her in that position, because the senior or the head employee, she knew better. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly why I said she was being messy from the beginning, because I felt like she knew better from the beginning.
Right.
You know, you knew that wasn't the ideal situation.
Right.
Call Frank. Call the wife. If you couldn't get either of them, maybe send an email. If you can send an emergency text based on what your previous approval thing is, then go ahead and do that and make every effort. Now, if you could not get them by any means necessary, and you've tried for several days, whatever else, even if I was the head nurse, I would still get approval from the doctor before I reached out. I said, you know what, generally I would call the emergency contact, but it says girlfriend, it says here he's married. So are we together on this, that I should go ahead and reach out to her?
Right.
Because if you say yes, okay, then at least we all thought it was the best idea.
Right.
So it's not like nobody was intentionally or maliciously doing anything.
Right. I don't think so. Right.
But at the end of the day, this is all of his fault.
I cannot agree more. This is all his fault.
This is your fault. If you decide that you want to have this open relationship and you want to kind of make your mistress feel dignified in some way, yeah, okay, I get all that part. But at the same time, don't you think your wife deserves better?
Come on.
And
No, he doesn't. No, he does not
don't.
think that. He does not
Obviously
think
you
that.
don't. So my whole thing is, why don't you, figure it out, is what I'm going to say. I can't say what works better for other people in their households because everybody got their own situation. But I'm going to say, figure it out. Don't put both of these women in compromising situations, and definitely don't bring outside people into it. It's just not fair to them.
Right. Now, you know what? I can guarantee you guys this would have went different, and the husband, he would have felt completely different if the wife had a man on the side.
Yep.
And the situation was completely different. He went to go pick up her images.
Yep, they always do.
Okay, because that's not really. He probably would have went home and killed her or something crazy. Something crazy like that, along the lines of that. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. I say this, you guys listen up loud and clear. Do unto others as you want to be done to you in relationships. And that's real talk. Okay, because today you're on the cheating end, tomorrow you could be on the end of being cheated on. We all take a turn.
Yeah, we do.
And that's real
true.
talk.
That's a real
we all take a turn. It don't feel good when you're on the other side.
Yeah, that's a totally real thing. That's why I'm just like, I don't know about this one. I think that, he was having his cake and eating it too.
He was.
And that was his way of pacifying his mistress to let her know, when you mean
you're
so
valuable
much
in
to
my
me.
life too. Yeah.
I can't be with you for legal reasons or blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you hold my heart. Here's the key to it. If anything happens to me, I need you to be with me.
You're right.
That's game.
But I'm going to tell you guys, I was just about to say that. That's also BS, ladies. I'm going to keep it a buck. It's BS. Because the truth of the matter is, if a person really wanted to be with you, oh, baby, they could be with you.
The game to be sold, not told.
Here's the whole thing. We're not talking about somebody who's royal. We ain't talking about Prince Harry, for God's sakes. We ain't talking about a Nigerian king. Okay,
people started on that.
No, but I'm just saying, in those compromising situations, it may be different.
Right.
It legit may be different. We ain't talking about a president of a country.
Right.
We are talking about a regular old Joe Smo who got a job. He got a wife. He probably got some kids. Right. He got a regular old life. Sis, if he wanted to be with you, he could.
Right.
Ain't nothing stopping him but him.
Right. There's nothing in his way.
Stop it.
There's nothing in his way, baby.
There's nothing in his way.
The only thing
and I say that the same thing to hands. That's it. And it's the same thing to all the men. She ain't the Queen of England.
Right.
She's not African royalty. Let's be for real. If she wanted to be with you, she could be with you. It's a choice, huh?
Right.
Okay? And no decision is a decision, ladies and gentlemen. That's
right.
That hurts to hear, but no decision isn't a decision.
No decision is a decision.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
No decision is a decision. If that person is saying, I can't make a decision, they just made one.
Yeah, they just made one.
They just
chose not to.
This is a whole hot mess. Too bad it didn't end worse. Shout out to the wife. You have my prayers, light, and love to you. Because as long as you don't define your own worth, your worth will keep on being whatever he gives you. Seems to me if you're going to stay with him, you ain't defined your own worth. Or perhaps you don't even know what your own value is because you're better than that. But anyways, if you'd like to sponsor this podcast or any other podcast, you can sponsor us at go straight to the Cash App. Hit $sign to write your favorite besties. Storytime, where can they find us for show ideas and get us out of here?
You guys can dance on over to yourfavoriteBesties13@gmail.com and we'd love to see you there.
And get us out of here.
So thank you guys so much for rocking with us and being on deck. We truly appreciate it. Until next time, you guys have been rocking with
your favorite besties.
Bye.
Bye.